In a world where people document their breakfast like it's breaking news, the most mysterious people are the ones who don't post. Everyone knows that one person who goes to weddings, travels, eats out, wins, cries, grows, heals, yet the internet knows nothing. No stories, no reels, no big announcement, no birthday montage, no new car, no we said yes, nothing. And because our culture has quietly started to believe that if it's not online, it didn't happen, those people almost look suspicious. Are they antisocial? Are they hiding something? Are they insecure? Or are they actually the ones who are free? Because here's the uncomfortable truth most people won't admit. A lot of what we post isn't for memory, it's for proof. Proof that we're happy. Proof that we're loved, proof that we were invited, proof that we're doing something with our lives. Social media turned life into a stage and us into performers. And some people, quietly, wisely, have stepped off the stage, not because they don't have a life, but because they don't want their life to become content. They don't want every joy to be public property. They don't want every wound to be an engagement strategy. They don't want every relationship to be a spectacle that strangers can rate. So they do something radical in an age of oversharing. They keep things for themselves. Psychologically, that's called guarding your inner world. People who don't post their life online often have a high sense of self-containment. Their identity isn't floating out there waiting to be liked. It's rooted. They don't need 500 hearts to confirm what they already know, that they enjoyed that sunset, that the food was good, that their relationship is real, that the trip was worth it. They don't outsource their experience to the crowd. They let the moment validate itself. That's a very quiet, very rare kind of confidence. Most of them arrived here because they saw what constant exposure does to people. They watched friends begin to live for the camera. They saw someone stage a candid fight. They saw relationships crumble because they were more public than they were private. They saw mothers unable to enjoy their kids because they were too busy recording them. They saw people smiling online and breaking down alone. And at some point they said, I don't want that to be me. I don't want to turn every moment into a performance. So they chose presence over presentation. There's something else happening underneath. People who don't post their life online tend to have better boundaries between public self and private self. Psychologists talk about self-complexity, the idea that we have many layers, many roles, many identities. Some people put every layer on display. Others keep certain layers sacred. Not secret, sacred. There's a difference. Secrets are hidden because of shame. Sacred things are held back because of value. You don't put diamonds in the driveway. You keep them where only the right eyes can see them. That's how these people treat their life. They don't post their joy because their joy is not a marketing campaign. They don't post their grief because their grief deserves a softer audience than the scroll. And yes, sometimes it's about safety. The internet is not neutral. Once you post, you invite opinions, even from people who have no business speaking into your life. You get, why did you marry him? Why is your baby that big? Why did you move there? That's not halal haram Christian enough. That's not how you should parent. People who don't post learned early. The fewer doors you open, the fewer intruders you get. They don't want their relationship to be picked apart by people who've never kept one. They don't want their financial moves analyzed by people who've never built anything. They don't want their healing mocked by people still bleeding. So they keep their progress offline and let their results speak in real life. Often, they're the ones who have already tasted real intimacy, and once you've tasted that, online validation feels cheap. They've had real conversations at 1 a.m. with someone who sees them. They've prayed through something heavy without announcing it. They've had a family celebration where phones stayed in pockets and laughter wasn't tea interrupted every 30 seconds with, "Wait, do that again so I can record it." They know how full a moment can be when it's not being packaged for others. And because they've experienced that depth, the shallow version doesn't tempt them. Another big piece of this is performance fatigue. Constant posting turns life into a never-ending audition. You become the curator of yourself. You start asking, is this postable? Instead of, is this meaningful? People who step away from that are often the ones who got exhausted. They noticed that they started doing things just because it would look good. Buying, traveling, hanging out with certain people, going to certain places, all edited and uploaded. That's not living. That's producing. They got tired of turning from a human being into a content factory. So they unplugged. Maybe not fully, but enough to say, my real life will not be the slave of my online life. There's also a psychological motive called internal validation. Some people are taught from childhood, do it even if no one sees, clean your room even if nobody praises you, study even if nobody posts you, give even if nobody thanks you, pray even if nobody claps. Those people grow up less thirsty for audience. They can enjoy a good meal without sharing it. They can travel without tagging a location. They can get married without posting every step of the wedding. They can build a business quietly, then show up with results. To some, that looks secretive. In reality, it's powerful. A life that doesn't need applause can move faster, freer, and quieter. Now, let's flip it. Sometimes people accuse non-posters of not being proud, especially in relationships. If he really loved you, he'd post you. If she was proud of you, she'd show you off. And yes, sometimes people hide partners online for the wrong reasons. But not always. A lot of emotionally mature people refuse to post their relationship every day because they know the internet can't hold sacred things. The moment you upload your love life, you open it to comparison. Why don't we look like them? Why didn't we get that proposal? Why didn't we get that decor? People who don't post are often choosing to protect the bond from becoming a performance. They want a relationship that is loved in real life, not admired online and lonely behind the camera. Also, let's talk about shadow watching. Today, people collect your information like a file. They watch what you buy, who you're with, where you work, who hurt you. Not to celebrate you, but to monitor you, to compete, to gossip, to pray against you. People who don't post are aware of that, especially in close-knit circles. They've had experiences where a private thing got out because of a picture. They've seen jealousy ignite because of a simple story. They've seen people copy their ideas. So they adopted a new rule: move in private, show in public when it's done. By the time the world hears about it, it's too late to stop it. Spiritually, too, there's an angle. Many faith traditions warn against doing good just to be seen. Today, social media tempts us to display everything: charity, prayer, worship, kindness, suffering. People who don't post their life online sometimes do it to protect sincerity. They don't want to help someone and then film it. They don't want to cry in prayer and then upload it. They don't want to turn their healing into a trend. They want some things to be between them and God. That doesn't mean everyone who posts is insincere. It just means some people don't trust themselves enough to mix the two, so they keep their devotion private to keep it real. Another reason people who don't post often value real-time connection over digital performance. Have you noticed? They're the ones actually talking at the table, not filming. They're the ones who remember the whole day because they weren't seeing it through a screen. They're the ones who look you in the eye when you share something. They don't need 1,000 people to see it. They need the one person in front of them to feel seen. That's a healthier social rhythm. Instead of share with everyone, connect with no one, it becomes share with few, connect deeply. They also understand something about the human brain. Exposure changes value. The more something is shown, the less special it feels. If you post your partner 300 times, the 301st time doesn't hit. If you share every hangout, people stop caring. If you reveal every milestone, people start skipping. People who don't post intuitively preserve specialness by not overexposing it. When they finally do share something, it lands. It feels real, not routine. And let's be honest, some silence is just protection during growth. Not everyone can handle the version of you that is still becoming. When you're fragile, starting a business, getting sober, forgiving someone, trying again after failure, that's the worst time to invite public commentary. People who don't post know that. They cocoon, they grow in private, they let their roots go deep where nobody can step on them. Then they emerge. That's not hiding. That's strategic healing. All of this points to a bigger psychological shift. People who don't post their life online have separated visibility from worth. That's the real power. Most people, without realizing it, have fused the two. I was seen, therefore it mattered. I got comments, therefore it was good. It got views, therefore it was right. Non-posters break that link. It mattered because I lived it. It was good because it fed me. It was right because it aligned with my values. They let reality define value, not metrics. That makes them incredibly hard to manipulate. Does that mean they never get lonely? No. Even private people get lonely. But their loneliness is different. It's not, I wish more people saw me. It's, I wish the right people knew me. That's why you'll see them invest in a few deep friendships, offline communities, safe family spaces. They're not anti-connection. They're anti-audience. They don't want to be watched. They want to be known. So what can we learn from them? First, that not everything needs to be shared to be real. Some of your best days can live only in your memory. Some of your answered prayers can stay only in your journal. Some of your family laughter can exist only in your living room. And guess what? That makes it purer. Second, that growth happens better without spectators. If you're always performing, you're always editing. Real change needs privacy. Third, that peace increases when opinions decrease. The fewer people that know your every step, the fewer voices you have to filter. If you're listening to this and thinking, I post everything, I don't even know why anymore, this is your gentle permission to pull back. You don't have to announce your every move. You don't have to prove your happiness. You don't have to upload your relationship to validate it. You can be madly in love, deeply healed, financially stable, spiritually awake, and the internet never has to know. Your life can be good without being public. Your joy can be real without being consumed. People who don't post their life online aren't behind. They're not boring. They're not out of the loop. Many of them are simply ahead of the curve. They saw where this constant exposure leads: comparison, envy, performative friendships, parasocial drama, and they chose another path. A quieter one, a healthier one, a more human one. The world keeps screaming, "Look at me," they whisper. "I'm living, not performing." And in a noisy, hungry, attention-sick culture, that whisper is the strongest voice in the room.